Trump says this, the news says that. Somewhere between the shout and the truth disappears.
Epstein's Ghost, the never-ending saga of elite impunity, a roast of the rich and infamous by salty Vixen, in the glittering halls of power, where billionaires sip champagne from crystal flutes and royals pretend their blood is bluer than the rest of ours, one name still sends shivers down spines, or at least it should. Jeffrey Epstein, the late financier turned convicted sex offender, has been dead for over 6 years, yet his shadow looms larger than ever. As of February 9, 2026, the FBI has graciously informed us that Epstein wasn't running a sex trafficking ring for the powerful elite. Oh, really? Tell that to the 2019 indictment that charged him with exactly that, sex trafficking of minors and conspiracy. So what's the deal? Is this a case of Schrödinger's pedophile, guilty and not guilty at the same time? Or is the FBI just covering up for the eyes wide shut crowd, that shadowy cabal of rich friends who keep quieter than a monk in a vow of silence? Buckle up, dear readers, because we're about to roast this whole sordid affair like a Thanksgiving turkey stuffed with hypocrisy, privilege, and enough redacted documents to wallpaper the White House. The timeline of a scandal that won't die. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? Jeffrey Epstein wasn't born with a silver spoon. He clawed his way up from humble Brooklyn roots to become a Wall Street wizard, managing money for the ultra-wealthy. By the 1990s, he was rubbing elbows, and who knows what else, with presidents, princes, and professors. His private island, Little St. James, affectionately dubbed Pedophile Island by the tabloids, became a playground for the powerful. But in 2005, the first cracks appeared when Palm Beach police investigated reports of Epstein abusing underage girls. What followed was a sweetheart deal in 2008, courtesy of then U.S. Attorney Alexander Acosta, who let Epstein plead guilty to a single-state charge of soliciting prostitution from a minor. Sentence: a laughable 18 months in a county jail where he enjoyed work release privileges, basically turning incarceration into a part-time gig. Acosta later explained it away by saying Epstein belonged to intelligence, a cryptic nod that fueled conspiracy fires for years. Fast forward to July 8, 2019, Epstein is arrested at Teterboro Airport in New Jersey on federal charges of sex trafficking minors and conspiracy. The indictment painted a grim picture. Epstein and his associates allegedly lured dozens of underage girls to his mansions in New York and Florida for sexual exploitation, paying them hundreds of dollars per massage that turned into abuse. Prosecutors claimed this was a full-blown trafficking operation, complete with recruiters like Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's longtime confidant and alleged madam. The media frenzy was immediate. Sex offender Jeffrey Epstein charged with sex trafficking minors and conspiracy blared headlines worldwide. Epstein pleaded not guilty, but before he could spill any beans in court, he was found dead in his cell on August 10, 2019, officially ruled a suicide, though the broken hide bone and lax security screamed foul play to skeptics. The 2026 bombshell, no ring after all. Now here we are in 2026, and the narrative has flipped faster than a politician's promise. According to the latest tranche of documents released by the Department of Justice, over 3.5 million pages dumped on January 30, 2026, in compliance with the Epstein Files Transparency Act signed by President Trump in November 2025. The FBI's exhaustive investigation found scant evidence that Epstein was running a sex trafficking ring specifically for powerful men. They pored over bank records, emails, and victim interviews, searched his homes, and grilled associates. Sure, there's ample proof he abused underage girls, but no grand conspiracy of elites trading victims like stock tips. No mythical client list. Either. Attorney General Pam Bondi teased one on Fox News in February 2025, only for FBI agents to confirm it doesn't exist. An internal email from February 19, 2025, bluntly states, while media coverage of the Jeffrey Epstein case references a client list, investigators did not locate such a list during the course of the investigation. For more on the FBI's conclusion, see this ABC News report detailing how investigators found no evidence of a trafficking network serving the elite, despite clear abuse by Epstein himself. So what gives? Was the 2019 indictment overzealous prosecutorial theater, or is this 2026 revelation a masterful cover-up? Conspiracy theorists, grab your tinfoil hats. The timing is suspicious. Why release this bombshell now, when public outrage has simmered down to a low boil? Could it be to protect the rich friends who partied on Epstein's Lolita Express jet or lounged on his island? Roasting the silent elite, eyes wide shut edition. Let's roast those elites, shall we? They're keeping quieter than a library during finals week, embodying that eyes wide shut vibe. Stanley Kubrick's film about secret societies and masked orgies feels like a documentary compared to this mess. Bill Gates, the Microsoft mogul turned philanthropist. The new files include lurid emails where Epstein accuses Gates of, well, unsubstantiated claims. Gates has admitted to meeting Epstein multiple times post-conviction, claiming it was for fundraising. Sure, Bill, because nothing says charity like hobnobbing with a convicted sex offender. Elon Musk and Howard Lutnick, emails show plans for island visits. Musk has been vocal about prosecuting enablers, ironic given his own mentions. Prince Andrew, photos on all fours, classy. Virginia Giuffa accused him of abuse. He settled out of court without admitting guilt. Silence, deafening. The Clintons, Bill flew on the jet multiple times. Republicans threaten contempt if they don't testify. Noam Chomsky and Woody Allen, photos at Zorro Ranch, a sprawling 10,000-acre estate. Chomsky calls it a one-time lunch. Allen's rep stayed mum. And don't forget Ghislaine Maxwell, convicted in 2021 and serving 20 years. On February 9, 2026, she invoked the Fifth Amendment during a virtual House oversight deposition. Lawmakers grilled her on ties to Trump and potential pardons, but her lips stayed sealed. She's angling for clemency. Her lawyer hinted she'd testify freely in exchange. See coverage from ABC News and The Guardian. Survivors, redactions, and lingering questions. Survivors aren't thrilled. Victims call for full unredacted release, slamming the DOJ for withholding documents under privileges. Some names slipped through unredacted, sparking privacy outrage. Deputy AG Todd Blanche claims the January 30 dump marks the end of releases. Is the FBI covering up? The 2019 charges were based on solid evidence from the Southern District of New York, yet the 2026 review downplays the ring aspect. Perhaps it's semantics, abuse yes, organized elite blackmail no. But skeptics point to Epstein's intelligence connections, his suicide's anomalies, and the quiet rich as proof of something deeper. In the end, this roast isn't just for laughs. It's a call-out to the system that lets the rich skate. Epstein's dead, Maxwell's jailed, but his friends sip lattes in mansions. If there's no ring, fine, but explain the flights, the photos, the silence. Until then, the conspiracy mill grinds on, and the victims wait for justice that's as elusive as Epstein's mythical list.
Trump says this, the news says that. Somewhere between the shout and the truth disappears.